Oh, hi everyone. This is Devins Financial Weekly Stock Analysis Newsletter. Today is July 17th, 2017. Our newsletter is for your informational purpose only. We're not responsible for your gains and losses. Sorry that I missed the issue on the weekend, so I'm making up today. Uh, let's take a look at market trend and our strategy. US market is now in uptrend. It went uptrend earlier last week, and I'm currently long the strong stocks and indices. Let's take a look at index chart. German DAX index rebounded. Now it's near the 50-day moving average. It has a potential to get a resistance here and come down. Nasdaq uh, just go above 50-day moving average. Right now it's almost at the high at the previous high. So the Nasdaq is very strong right now. SP 500 already surpassed the previous high, so the trend is strong. Gold rebounded a little bit, but gold overall trend is down. Silver downtrend rebound. Gold mining stock ETF did the same thing, rebound from the downtrend. Crude oil rebounded, but right now it's close to the 50-day moving average, so this is a resistance here. Shanghai Asia market index suddenly fall, but it hit the 50-day moving average. Looks like it finds support here. Overall, trend is still up as long as it can remain above 50-day moving average. China Asia ETF is going up. It's very strong. Semiconductor ETF 3 times rebounded. Technology ETF, this is a 3 times as well. This is also rebounded here. This is a BOTZ is a artificial intelligence ETF. It passed the previous resistance, so it break out from this base. It's in a nice uptrend. FAS is a 3 times financial ETF. Right now, this is a pretty strong. It's going up. Financial ETF is strong. QQQ is a 1 times. This is a 1 times high tech going uptrend. This is the same as a Nasdaq. ROBO, another robotics and automation index. So it's also related to artificial intelligence. This is also rebounded. Semiconductor ETF, this is 1 times rebounded. Social media ETF and breakout from this base. This is a good news. Social media sector is very strong and this just break out from the base. Those are the indices. Let's take a look at the watch list. DHI, this is, oh, sorry, this is need to be updated. And we have all these stocks which didn't change. I need to update this description here. And then I add a few more stocks here to be on the watch list. Those stocks perform pretty good. AAOI, this is a very strong, and we brought your attention around this area when they rebounded away from the 50-day moving average. That usually is a good sign. But now it may, it looks like it gets a little tired after it went up a lot with a massive volume. Usually it may take a break and draw back a little bit before it go back up again. But overall, the company is very strong. Apple closed above 50-day moving average. That's a good sign. Applied materials also rebounded. So all these are going back above 50-day moving average. AMD, another semiconductor stock, very strong. This stock is very volatile. It's go up and down a lot, but the overall trend is up. So right now it may came down a little bit. So it's not a good time to buy AMD right now, but let's keep it on the watch list. Amazon finds support and rebound above 50-day moving average. This is strong. So if Amazon can break above this $1,017 base, go up, that's another leg up. Alibaba is very strong. Alibaba already broke out from this base here, $145 here. Now it's going up. It's in a strong uptrend. Celgene is about to break out from this cup with a handle base. $135.28. That's a breakout. CGNX. This is a artificial intelligence robotics stock below 50-day moving average. DHI is the builder, and this breakout from $34.94. So right now it's going up. So previously we introduced this, brought to you attention last week when they broke out here. So right now it's consolidating at the high level. DLPH, another self-driving car, another AI stock related to self-driving car. Actually, it is doing self-driving car. It break out from this base, going up, uptrend. Facebook break out from this base, going up. This is all good sign. Facebook, Amazon, those companies do well. It's gonna bring up the whole sector. Google is actually pretty weak right now, but nevertheless, it's going up above 50-day moving average, so that's a good sign too. Grubhub and Grubhub, we can put in a watch list. If it's gonna break out from this base, like a $47, that would be a good sign. Microsoft, strong. Microsoft is very strong. It just bounced above 50-day moving average, keep going up. Microsoft overall is in a nice uptrend. Nvidia, this is the strongest of all the stocks, and Nvidia's artificial intelligence. Nvidia's GPU is used in the artificial intelligence to power self-driving car, and of course, it's widely used in the gaming. But now they find a new application in AI. So Nvidia is very strong, and this whole uh, base here. This is a cup base. It's breaking out from the first one. It's gonna clear this tall resistance as well. Looks like it has potential to continue go up. Nvidia was the best performing stock last year, so looks like this year has the potential to become again one of the best performing stock. Uh, Rio Tinto, RIO. This is a natural resource. This is going. They are a mining stock basically, and breakout from here. This is a $42.30. That's a breakout pivotal point. Right now it's going up. SQ. This company, I don't know very much about this, and I just read something. I look at the charts. It's very good charts. They break out from this base with high volume. So this is a good stock going uptrend. Now, like to remind you about earnings. Uh, Apologize again. I didn't send out the newsletter on the weekend. I knew Netflix was gonna report earning on today, Monday, after market close, and looks like Netflix is ran up like a 10% after report earning. So that's a good sign. That's going to lift up the whole stock, hopefully. And Thursday, Microsoft will report earnings. Microsoft breakout pivotal point is $32.99. Sky, is it Skyworks or something? SWKS. This company is an Apple supplier. So if this company report earning on Thursday, if the result is good, then it's gonna help Apple stock because people will think if Apple's supply is doing good, then Apple must be doing good. So right now, Apple just rebounded above 50-day moving averages. So keep an eye on SWKS on Thursday. If this stock goes up and can lift up Apple, Well, the stock cannot lift up Apple, but the investors will take this stock as a signal that Apple will do well. And Apple is not due to report earnings. I think it's until August or something. So anyhow, SWKS, and it's in a cup base, and has a potential breaking out. Let me check if it's already breaking up today. Bank of America will report earnings on Tuesday, and here's a cup with a handle base and breakout price. Morgan Stanley breakout Wednesday, cup with handle base on $46. So the two big banking company are reporting earnings on uh, this week as well. So let's look at the Bank of America. This actually already break out from this flat base, $24. Now it drifted back. So it's about report earning. And Morgan Stanley also break out here, but it's all drifting back. So the performance is not as good as some of the high tech stock, but let's just keep an eye on the earning report. Microsoft going uptrend, also due to report earning. Microsoft already broke out from here, $32.89, about move up 10 cents, $32.99. That's a breakout, so it's already broken now. Netflix, Netflix, very strong today, just 10%. So I kind of miss that, but we can still look at Microsoft. And the way to play the earning, I would suggest using the option, not the stock. And if you think the stock will go up after earning, then you buy a call option. If you think stock may drop a lot, buy a put option. But all those stocks seems very strong. They're in the uptrend. So I probably participate with the put call option. Buy the call option. If you buy stock, then the potential risk can be really high. But if you buy an option, then you lock in the minimum loss. Well, the maximum loss you're locking. The maximum loss will be premium of you used to buy that call option. But the potential gain can be very big. It is limited, but you don't know ahead of time, so how much it will be. Anyhow, SWKS also in the uptrend and break up, standing above 50-day moving average, just rebounded. I mean, previously it was not good. Well, this is we have to be very careful. So someone may know something here when they drop like this with a pretty decent volume. So even though now the stock bounce back up above 50-day moving average, you need to be cautious because what's going on here. So this is something not quite right. Anyhow, that's the stocks on the watch list that's about to report earning. And what to do in this market? I would just long the market with the index and ETF. Another thing is if you long the index and a lot of companies are report earning, the index tend to go up if the most companies earning are pretty good, and you're not subjected to big drop. So if you buy a stock, if the stock goes down after earning, then you will be suffered from the loss. But the index will be less so. The index will be affected, depends on size of the company, but it will not be affected too much. Anyhow, long the market with index, that's the safest way. And if you know the stock very well, you have a list of strong stocks, along with the strong stocks, that's fine too. That'll be all for this week. See you next week.